It is the best time of the year, in my humble opinion. It is spooky season, friends, and I am here with the oh so popular Nomad Haunted Europe palette. This is a huge palette for spooky season. Nomad had this as a limited edition. It sold out, it was gone, and this is one of their most popular palettes, so they decided to bring it back in a duo with Ghost Town USA. I do have a whole video with Ghost Town USA and just like my fall favorite palettes in general, so those will be listed down below, but I thought it would be fun. Now that I have my hands on this Nomad Haunted Europe palette, I wanted to try it out. I want to create two looks with you, and I want to see, is this worth the hype? People have been hyping it up, saying this is one of Nomad's best eyeshadow palettes. So is that true? We're gonna find out today. First of all, this is the outer packaging, the outer carton. It's super cute and spooky and haunted. We have the pictures of the different shades that you're gonna find and the names, some more information on this palette. But then when you do open it up, this is like Ghost Town USA with the haunted vibes. I can't remember what this is called, but you have the different shifts here, which I think is really cool. On the back, you're not able to see any of the shades, so definitely hold on to the packaging if you're interested in that. But this is where all of the spooky goodness lies, on the inside. And when I looked at this, friends, I was like, yes, I can see why people are saying this is one of the best palettes that Nomad has, or the best palette for spooky season, because over here we have rich, warm colors with oranges, golds, browns. You have some greens, but then you also have some of those more like purple mauve type of shades, a deep shade down here. I'm not even gonna try to say that, but these shades definitely do scream fall to me. So I'm thinking today we're gonna do one look with this side and one look with this side, because when I look at this, I do kind of see it as two 9 pans. So here's a 9 pan with the warmer side, you have the golds, the greens, and then you have this cooler, spooky side with the purples and the mauves and the burgundies. So we're gonna dip in, we're gonna create two looks, and I'm gonna let you know if I think this is worth it. People have been raving about this, but is this really worth it? Just so that you know, this palette is available on the Nomad website, but it is said to be limited edition. It's $49, and Nomad is a brand that I hold oh so dear to my heart because they put two things together that I love, travel and makeup, but they also do give back. And so 5% of sales are going to be donated to Bat Conservation International. So from the website, it does say, join us on the hunt to discover Europe's most spectacular scary tales, intensely rich and delightful, lavish 18 shadows formulated with extra fine pigments, 9 mattes, 9 shimmers, inspired by the dark fairy tales of medieval Europe. So let's just go ahead. I'm gonna zoom you in and we're gonna dive in. Before I get started, I always have people ask me about my lip color and cheek color, and I can never remember. I'm currently doing a little review wear test on the new Patrick Ta foundation. That is what is all over my face. But then for lips, I did go in with my Maybelline, this is the lifter liner in the shade On It 05, and I topped it with the new Sigma Little Mermaid lip cream. So this is in Dingle Hopper. It's their cream. Very, very nice. I have a whole video on that as well. And then on the cheeks for blush, my fall favorite. Y'all, this is the new Singe Beauty Evocative blushes. These are silk blushes, so they have a little bit of a sheen to them, and I'm just obsessed. I thought that Riveting Rhubarb was gonna be my favorite, but Timid Tomato has become my go-to. So definitely love that, but let's go ahead and get into the eye look. I've already primed with my Ulta Matte Primer. I am ready to dive in. Like I said, we are going to do two looks today, so I think we're gonna start over here on this side. Let me grab a brush. So I recently mentioned in several videos, oh, also these cute little earrings, y'all. My friend Amanda, Makeup Just for Fun, collaborated with Fantasy Cosmetica, and these little earrings came out with their little collab as well. So all of those will be listed down below. But I recently mentioned that I needed to clean my brushes. We're gonna go into Frankenstein with this BK202, this bright orange shade, and I finally did. I finally cleaned all of my brushes. So now it's just a matter of me finding the exact ones that I want, because usually once I use a brush, I don't put it back with all of the other brushes. I have like a little container that I put my dirty brushes in, and so normally I'm just like picking and choosing from there. But now that I have a stack of clean brushes, I have to go and find all of my favorites again. I always have my Sigma switch here with me so that if I am going in with a dirty brush, I can clean it off. This is my E40 tapered blending from Sigma, and I did use it yesterday with the Little Mermaid collection. But we're gonna go into this brown right here. Spooky season is my favorite, y'all. I am a Scorpio. I am an October baby. I just love, even though I live in Texas, I'm from Michigan, I just love all things fall. I love the apple orchards. I love cider mills. I love sweater weather. I love warm, cozy candles back there, like the one that my friend Amanda came out with Fantasy Cosmetica in Whispering Woods. And I love fall makeup. If I had to pick a season, I feel like fall makeup would be my favorite. Do you guys have like a favorite season of makeup? Of course you can wear whatever makeup you want any time of the year, but I feel like fall is my favorite. So let me know down below if you have a favorite. So then I'm going into my BK207. We're gonna deepen up this outer part of my eye with this brown shade right here in Drags Home Castle. I have to say, my husband and I have been to Europe many, many times, and we love Europe. We keep going back. We think it's an amazing place. It's very rich in history, but I have to say, I'm not really up on like all of the haunted, spooky things. Like, I was reading these names and I don't even know about a lot of these things. I'm sure my husband probably does. If you guys don't follow our Instagram account, we do. I say we. Mostly my husband runs it. My husband and I have an Instagram account, The Friends of Travel, and we love like posting our travel stuff there. And he probably knows more about these things than I do. So definitely go follow us if you don't already on Instagram at The Friends of Travel. Okay, so this is where I haven't swatched these yet, so I don't know if I want this gold or this gold. So let's see, this is the Castle, very much traditional bright gold. This is Boogeyman, which is a little bit deeper. Let's see. I mean, they're very similar. They're very, very similar. This one is a little bit brighter. This one is a little bit deeper. And I mean, I guess like, why don't we just do both of them? Like, I'll do the deeper one on the second half of my eye and the lighter one on the first half, I guess. Okay, so this is Boogeyman, that deeper gold. And we're just going to put this on the middle to outer part of my eye. I do not mind taking it up into the crease a little bit. We are covering up that deep shade, but I'll come back in with it. This is a BK 203 in case I did not tell you. And then I'm just going to flip the brush over and do the inner part with that lighter gold. And if you're new here, I do always spray my brushes with Fix Plus. It's honestly more so out of habit than necessity. I don't like to use my fingers, and you get the best payoff with your fingers, honestly. But I like the sparkle and shine that my Fix Plus gives. Okay, so I literally just flipped my brush over and I did that lighter gold, and I don't really see a huge contrast between the two. There is a little bit of a contrast, but I mean, I think with either one on the lid, it's going to be a pretty similar look. This is some of that deeper brown shade, and we're just going to pick that back up on the outer part of my eye. For a little fun and excitement and a little pop of green, we're going to go into this green shade right here with a Sigma pencil brush. I'm going to pick that up and put this right here on the lower lash line just to get a little pop of green. Okay, so here is the warmer side. This is what it's looking like. I'm really digging it. I think it goes great with my outfit. I think it's a nice, warm, cozy, toasty look. But now we are going to get into the spooky side. We are going to reach onto this part of the eyeshadow palette, and we're gonna see what we can come up with now. I feel like I have so many options here, but we're gonna start with Count Dracula right here, and that 202 from BK Beauty. I just used my Sigma switch. It's the same one, but I did dust it off, and we are going to take this in the crease for my crease shade. This is almost like, I don't know how to describe it, like a mauvey brown, or like a brown with a little bit of like purple and mauve undertones. I think I want to use that beautiful purple shade. Like, that shade looks amazing. And I was honestly going between, do I want to use this shade, which I did, or this one? I think this would be nice all in the crease too, with that and this in the outer corner. But I think we're gonna go here. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but for now, we're taking Count Dracula. That's what I do know. And then taking that Sigma E40, and we're gonna use this shade right here. This is Ghost River with a little spider web in it. And this looks like a great shade to use as the transition and blend that out. This is like a very light purple dusty mauve shade. So then what I'm gonna do is take my BK207, and I think we will go in with this navy shade down here. This is in Black Forest, and we're gonna put this right here. Ooh, this is very rich and deep. Love that right here in the outer V. Then taking my BK203, and I have to do the purple, y'all. It's my favorite color. I'm gonna do this purple right here in Krampus. It looks so sparkly and shimmery. So I'm gonna put that on my brush. I'm gonna spray it. We're gonna put it all over the lid. So this is that deep, rich purple shade. Very spooky, grungy vibes. Love this. I feel like I need a little bit of my finger. This is almost like a blackened purple with shimmer. If you're like dressing up as a witch for Halloween, I feel like you need this purple shade, honestly. Definitely deep, dark, grungy vibes. I think for the lower lash line, I'm taking a clean pencil brush, and I kind of want to go in with this gray shade right here. I might even take some of that Bloody Mary and put it over the top, but I want to take this gray and put it underneath the lower lash line. Okay, you know what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take my BK207, and I wanna go into this deeper shade right here in Big Bad Wolf, and I'm gonna spray it with Fix Plus on this brush and put that on the lower lash line. And then we are just going to take this. Because it's on the lower lash line, it's not going to be quite as bright and shifty, but I still think it's a fun little pop right there. Okay, for the inner corner, for both of them, I think, we're gonna take this shade right here, this Some Forest, don't know how to say it, but I'm gonna pop that right here on the inner corner. Well, I kind of wanna use this bright green next to it. So maybe we'll do the forest one right here. And then this cemetery green right here. That might be fun, right? Oh yeah, that's fun. And just make it a little pop, a little different. Okay, and so here is the finished second look. Spooky, dark, vampy, sultry, Halloween. I am into it. Let me know down below which one of these looks is your favorite. I'm gonna zoom you out and we're gonna chat about this palette. Okay, so let me know what you think of these two looks, which one is your favorite, but let's talk about this palette, y'all. It is getting some hype. It is a palette that people talk about online. I've heard a lot about it. I've heard a lot of people say that it is their favorite. Is it really a favorite? Did Nomad bring it back for a reason? I'm excited to share this with you. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about some things that I like. I really like the fact that you do kind of have these two different sections. You have one that's a little bit warmer, more traditional, what I think of like fall time, and then one that's more like spooky vibes, right? I feel like it's the perfect mix of like October, November, right? Those are the 2 months that I think of when I'm thinking of, I know that it's like September, October, November, but when I'm thinking of like fall makeup, like this feels very November to me. This feels very spooky season, October to me. Y'all, I have to say that I think I'm buying into the hype, okay? Like, I feel like I'm gonna love this. Not only just for spooky season, but like for my fall makeup looks, it makes me feel warm and cozy. I like the way I can do like warm traditional. I feel like I could just, you know, go out to work like this, or you can be sultry and smoky and deep. I just really like the versatility here. Of course, we have the great Nomad shadows. I love their mattes. They're super creamy and blendable. I think their shimmers provide a nice pop. You have some that are a little bit more shimmery and some that have just more of a sheen, but I really think that I'm gonna love this one. There are so many shades that I still want to play with. This green looks amazing. This Bloody Mary shade looks amazing. It's very, very versatile. I'm excited to keep playing with it. And honestly, y'all, like, I'm so glad that Nomad brought this back because I did not have this in my collection. I purchased it when they launched it with Ghost Town USA, and I had Ghost Town USA. I loved Ghost Town USA. So I was like, you know what? Let me see. Let me see what Haunted Europe is all about. And y'all, I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed. I think it's worth it. If this is one that you missed the first time that it released, now would be your chance to get your hands on it. I definitely recommend it, but that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you for playing with some makeup with me. Let me know your favorite look down below, and that's it. Stay tuned. We have more fun things coming up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.